Have you ever wondered what life was really like in ancient Rome beyond the epic battles and grand architecture? While the Roman Empire gave the world aqueducts, roads, and legal systems, it was also home to some truly bizarre and mind-bending traditions. Today, we're diving into 9 of the weirdest customs practiced by ancient Romans, and some of them are just plain shocking. Let's start with number 1, the vomitorium. Contrary to the myth, vomitoriums weren't rooms where Romans went to throw up their food during feasts. The word actually refers to the passageways in amphitheaters where crowds would spew out after events. However, the idea of excessive feasting isn't entirely false. Many Romans indulged so heavily during banquets that they would force themselves to vomit in order to keep eating more. So while the room didn't exist, the practice kind of did. Number 2, gladiator blood as medicine. Believe it or not, some Romans believed that the blood of slain gladiators held medicinal properties. It was thought to cure epilepsy and give strength. In some cases, people even paid to drink fresh gladiator blood right after a fight. Disturbing? Definitely. Next up, number 3, urine as a cleaning product. Yes, you heard that right. Ancient Romans used urine to wash their clothes and whiten their teeth. Urine contains ammonia, a powerful cleaning agent, and public urinals collected it specifically for fullers, the workers who cleaned garments. It might have worked, but it probably didn't smell great. Number 4, laughing funerals. Death in ancient Rome wasn't always a solemn affair. In fact, some funerals were designed to be humorous and theatrical. Romans believed that mocking death and laughing during a funeral could protect the living from evil spirits. Professional jesters or actors would often perform silly acts at funerals, especially for wealthy citizens. At number 5, foot worship. Romans had a thing for feet, so much so that foot fetishes were not just common but culturally recognized. Foot baths, massages, and scented oils were used regularly. Even some romantic poetry from that time idealized the beauty of one's feet. Moving on to number 6, decimation in the military. Discipline was strict in the Roman army, but decimation took it to another level. If a unit disobeyed orders or performed poorly, 1 in every 10 soldiers would be chosen at random and executed by their comrades. It was a brutal method to maintain order and obedience. Number 7, Saturnalia. This was a festival that flipped Roman society upside down. During Saturnalia, slaves and masters would switch places, gifts were exchanged, and gambling was allowed in public. It was like a week-long holiday of mischief and chaos, and it inspired many of the traditions we now associate with Christmas. At number 8, infant exposure. A dark side of Roman family life was the practice of infant exposure. If a child was born with defects or was simply unwanted, it was left outside to die or be picked up by someone else. This was a legal and common practice, one that modern audiences would find horrifying. And finally, number 9, the toga's hidden meanings. Wearing a toga wasn't just a fashion statement, it sent social signals. A purple-bordered toga was for senators, a completely purple toga was reserved for emperors, and a toga with a hood signified mourning. Wearing the wrong toga could be a huge social faux pas. Ancient Rome was a place of innovation, power, and culture, but it was also full of strange and sometimes unsettling customs. Some of these practices may seem hard to believe today, but they give us a raw and real look into what life was like over 2,000 years ago. If you found this video fascinating, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves history. Hit the bell icon for more bizarre and amazing facts from the past. Thanks for watching the Info Hub, where history comes alive.